so far? I think he is. It's lovely. So I can't see anybody. So who is his? So I've got Gabby, admit, Gabby coming. And who is the iPhone? Who's the iPhone? So I've got Gabby and I've got somebody who's called iPhone. Who's the iPhone person? Okay, somebody's here other than Gabby who's just called iPhone. Who is that person? Yeah, who is that? Oh, Stanley, brilliant. How are you doing, Stanley? Brilliant. Right, let's start with you. So, hey, Gabby, how are you doing? How are you doing?
This is the guy we're looking for.
Oh, lovely. Stanley, who came last week, but who didn't do any translation. Stanley, qui est venu la semaine dernière, mais qui n'a pas fait de traduction. Lovely. Right, Stanley, let's start with you. All right, let's start with you. So, Stanley, off you go. So, just so I know, Stanley, what's your level? Roughly, what's your level? All right, cool. All right, brilliant. Drop me an email, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com, and then I'll just forward you some videos and bits and pieces afterwards based on what I think you need. Is that all right? So just so I've got a way to sort of email you what you need. Right, off you go. So speak to me, so translate. So my name is Stanley. Okay, I'm British. So je viens de Grande-Bretagne, je suis britannique. Lovely. And I want to improve my French. Lovely. Can you give me all of that? Like the person listening to you wouldn't be able to tell where one word started and another word finished. Alors dis-le-moi comme si quelqu'un qui t'écoutait ne saurait pas où un mot a commencé et l'autre mot a fini. So literally just join it all up for me. Attache-le. Go again. Join it all up for me. Stanley, what's your favourite hobby? In English, what's your favourite hobby? Good. This is what your voice just did. I like playing football. Voice went up. So as much as I want you to join up, guys, if you're not Stanley, can you turn your microphone off? Because it just pulled me onto your camera. If you're not Stanley, turn your microphone off. So so in other words, Stanley, I want you to say the same sentence again, but I don't want you to bore me to death. So say to me, je veux améliorer mon français. So in other words, let your voice go up and down a little bit. Off you go, Stanley. Instantly, I think you're twice as fluent. Yeah? So even though I tell you all, même si je vous dis tous, okay, can you all try and attach the words? Est-ce que vous pouvez tous essayer d'attacher les mots? Can you please bring in your personalities? Yeah? Do you know what I mean? People are like, oh, Luke, I'm so fluent and interesting and funny in my own language. Why can't I be that way in French? Luke, je suis tellement bilingue et courant et intéressant en anglais. Pourquoi je ne peux pas être comme ça en français? Because you're not using your voice, parce que vous avez besoin d'utiliser les voix. So off you go, Stanley. I have seen Luke's videos online. Off you go. Good. Touch your top lip. Yeah. Say for me, U. No, higher up. U. That's perfect. Go again. Chloe. No, if you're not Stanley, can you turn your microphone off and can you wait? If you're not Stanley, can you turn your microphone off and can you wait? Guys, I'm really happy that you're here. Je suis super content que vous soyez là, but I'm just with my... Good, microphone off, I'll get back to you in a second. Good, so turn the microphone off. Right, so, Stanley, can you say to me, U? Good man. Can you make it last longer? U. Great, okay. So can you now say to me, ooh? Right, give me the two again. U, ooh, off we go. So literally, if you have a U in the word, then your U is going to be oo. If you have an OU in the word, then your word is going to be ooh. So if I gave you the word TU, am I pronouncing it on the lip or am I pronouncing it on the tongue? U is here, OU is here. So how do I pronounce TU? No, what was the vowel noise that was on the lip by itself? Lovely. Okay. Now say for me two. If I gave you the same consonant, the letter T, but it had an OU in it, if you're not Stanley, can you turn your microphone off, please? If I gave you T-O-U-T, so Stanley, if it's an OU, is it on the lip or is it the monkey noise in the stomach? Which one is it? It's in the tummy. So can you please say to me, tu? Don't stab me. It doesn't have to be a stab. It can be a longer sound. Tu. Good. Off you go. Good. So I'm going to say some words now, Stanley, and I want you to tell me whether I'm saying the U noise or the U noise. All right? Lu. Up or down? No, I don't want you to tell me. I want you to tell me to say up or down. Is it the up one or the down one? Right, which means I have read, j'ai lu. All right. Lu. Up one or down one? All right. Vous. Up one or down one? That's it. Vous, as in you. Vous avez. Alors, vu. So it's not vous avez vu, it's vous avez vu. So I've seen is j'ai vu. Yeah, we've got two different words. So like pu. Oh merde, putain, ça pue. It stinks. Pu is like head lice. All right. So every single word you've got, if it's got a U in it on its own, U. If it's got an O, U in the tummy. Brilliant. Excellent job. Lovely. Off you go. So keep saying to me. So I've seen Luke's videos. I've seen the videos of Luke. No, VU is up here, so say to me, j'ai vu. That's it. Great. Yeah, even my name, Luke. Yeah, Luke, because in French, L-U-C is Luke. Lovely, okay? Lovely. Okay, I am going to listen to what he says. I am going to listen to what he says. Pause now. The word écouter is spelled C-O-U. Ah, if we've got an O-U in the word, what are we doing, Stan? Lovely. Now, don't stress it. Just say it normally. Écouter. No, Stanley, I just said, don't stress it. Just say it normally, but just do go via that placement. Écouter. That's better. Q, what is your Q? What is your Q? Any idea? It is your arse. It is your ass. Yeah, your Q. All right, so écoute, I'm sure you've got a lovely bottom. You're welcome to send me a WhatsApp. But the fact of the matter is, écouter and écoute are two different things. All right, good, lovely. So je vais écouter what Luke says. What's the word to what when it's not a question? Lovely, ce que. So je vais écouter ce que. Notice listen to doesn't need a to, because in French, écouter does mean something different. So je vais écouter what Luke says. No, what Luke says, literally what Luke says. Great, can you, lovely, can you, and I won't take any offense by it, could you just speak in English for me for a second? And could you do the impression of somebody who's French, speaking English? Could you give me your worst French accent as somebody, hello, my name is Stanley, I live in France. Oh, yeah, go on. That's very hot, Stan. You've got me all hot and bothered. The fact of the matter is, what do you do when you speak French, even taking the mickey? You go long with the vowels. Okay? So I don't agree. Not only is this not great for you, it stops you joining the words up. And you're clearly quite a dab hand at grammar, mate. You clearly absorbed quite a lot of stuff. But if you really want to get good at grammar, you need to basically get the muscle memory down rather than knowing stuff. Yeah, it's the nightmare of learning a language on your own. And to get the muscle memory down, you basically need to be connecting the chains of the words together. And the only way that can happen is by going long in the words. Guys, if you're not Stanley, I don't need to be rude. Could you just knock off the microphone? I'll get round to you. I will. I don't need to be rude. Lovely. So basically, in other words, every single sentence you say, ladies and gentlemen, say it normally. So, I call it Dover Calais style. So what that means is here's Dover, here's Calais. Je vais, but not je vais écouter. No, you're constantly making sound. Je vais écouter ce que Luc dit. Then you make it lighter and faster. Moi, je vais écouter ce qu'il dit, whatever. But the fact is you're constantly making sound. All right? Constantly joining the words. I don't want to know the space between the words. Carry on, Stanley. Okay? I agree with what Luke has just said. I agree with what Luke's just said. If you're not Stan, can you turn your microphone on? I agree with what Luke said. Stanley, look at me. That's love it. What Luke's just said. Avec what Luke's just said. Avec ce que Luke dit. Of course, you'll notice that you are whoever from Dixie Normus is. Who, if you can just get out the group, because I'm not having you insult somebody in the group. So Dixie Normus, could you just leave, or I'll throw you out? And I really mean that. Okay, I really, really mean that. Get out the group, or I'll throw you out. All right, you don't make comments about people who are taking part in my classes. So basically, can you? That was one dick move. I allow everybody a second chance, but that was just massively blow the fucking up, blow the fuck up. And I really mean that, okay? Right, back to Stanley. Stanley, can you basically just say to me, I've just eaten. How would you say I've just eaten? Good boy. So your mouth knows, weirdly, your mouth knows the expression. So one of the best things you can do for yourself in French is just go, what's the I version of that? What's the I version of that? What's the I version of that? Okay? What's the I version? Je viens de manger. Great. If I gave you je viens de manger, how would you say he's just eaten? How would you say that? He. Great. Il vient de manger. Nasal. Il vient de manger. Here we go. Yeah. How would you say Luke's just eating? How would you say Luke's just? How would you say Luke's just said? Luke vient de. So hang on, just said je viens de, tu viens de, Luke vient de. So pause. Your voice is placed very naturally between two registers, and it's a very nice voice for French, but you need to have a little listen to what the vowels are. So can you email me, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com, and I will send you the videos. By all means do a class, by all means just do a voice class. You're one of those people that's quite a good autodidact, but you just need a little bit of voice direction first, and then it will just allow you to go off and memorize stuff. So either just do a half an hour session for your voice, or just let me send you that video, you watch that, and then you do the class with it. So basically, you need to vibrate a bit more for it. So in other words, you're clearly like quite a discreet guy. You clearly, got a brain in your head. Don't be afraid of making a bit more vibration in English, in French. It doesn't make you sound a knobhead. It really, really doesn't. So il vient de dire. Second, il vient de dire. Lovely, because in other words, if we divided French very, very simply between vowels above the chin and vowels below the chin, so I is up here, bien is bien in the mouth, and de is lower down. So il vient de dire. Can you say to me the single most useful French learning tool you'll ever have? Will you just say to me, ha he ha he ha he ha? Off we go. Honestly, I'm not even joking. It's not remotely offensive. Not remotely offensive because it's accurate. Because you're telling me that it's a language the vowels goes up and down. Right, good. Keep going. Lovely. Luke likes my voice. Lovely. Can I now have it in one sentence or join in? If you're not Stanley, can you turn the microphone on? That's great. Now, could you be a bit more human? Great. Luke and ma voix. Stanley, am I literally about to perform a medical procedure on you that's painful, or are you saying something? Am I saying something positive? So in other words, Stanley has got to communicate Stanliness. You're learning French, and I'm more than happy to make you bilingual, but you don't want to lose your personality, yeah? Because you don't want to be boring. Okay. So in other words, I need to hear in your voice whether you're saying we're all doomed, or whether you're saying, yay, Luke's got me my favourite bottle of wine. Lovely. So say to me, Luke and ma voix. There you go, you instantly sound more fluent. Do you know why you sound more fluent? Because number one, in adding an emotion, it encourages you to use your diaphragm, which means that you go longer in the sound, which means the French ear hears what you're saying much more easily. So this isn't popping the cherry on the cake, like the final ingredient. In other words, every bit of grammar that you read, just think to yourself, what's the human story in that? And then it will go in more. Also, Stanley, clearly, you're clearly on a mission with this. Good lad. The fact is, your listening will get better. Because I'm pretty freaking sure that most people you're going to be listening to in French are human. Okay? So what that means is there's normally a narrative in that situation. So if I said the sentence, say for me, he's just arrived, just say, il vient d'arriver. Now, say for me, like, yeah, Luke's here and he's got a shitload of wine. Say for me, he's just arrived, really happy. That sounded like Luke's about to shave my balls and send photographs out to all my employees. Off you go. Say for me, he's just arrived, be really happy. You miserable bugger. Now sound really, really surprised. Il vient d'arriver, Luke, he's here, so il vient d'arriver. But how many go again? Il vient d'arriver. Love it? Look, that's it. Put Stanley back in. Put Stanley back in. One more for me. Now can you say for me, oh, God, Luke's here. Say for me, il vient d'arriver. Go on. Lovely. So people are like, Lukey, can you teach me a load of vocabulary? Yes, I can, and very happily. But you've got to stop every single... So Stan, this is what I want you to do. I'll keep it next to nothing money, but you've got a real autodidact gift for learning the French on the videos and the podcast and all of that stuff. Let me just do you within half an hour. Just get in contact with me. Let me do you with a voice class about sorting out where the vibrations are coming from, because for you, it's all in the same place at the moment. You speak... Where are you from in England? Yeah, you're Southern. So what that basically means is that you've got this reasonably like yeah. Kind of, I say this every week, and it basically keeps the vowels really flat. There's nothing wrong with it, but it basically means consonants on your stop and trade. Yeah, you want that? How you doing? You know, whatever. Oh, you know, I speak quite well. I'm still getting. If you literally listen to that, so I want you need to be taught to do vowel journeys. All right. So send me. I'm at Alan's house. Anybody that's just asking about Alan. So yeah. So in other words, send me an email and I will sort that out for you. Send me an email or go on my videos, find the WhatsApp, just send me a WhatsApp, and we'll make this happen. Because in other words, you've got a real clear brain for the autodidact thing. And by all means, go off and learn it yourself. But you've just got to get your voice in first, because otherwise I can't tell a difference between certain vowels at the moment, and that's a shame, because you've clearly got a good brain for learning this. Do we have a deal? Yeah. Yeah, and then you can literally fly through all the grammar podcasts. You can go all the way up to advanced. You can then just learn the vocab. Job done. But you're practicing being organic. You're practicing giving you something that's going to match the project that you're going to need in class. Because otherwise, when you then speak to somebody in French who uses humanity, who joins it all together, Stan, you're going to be at Chick Creek with that paddle. So we can't have that. All right. Good man. All right. Good job. Right. Who is here next? I think it was Gabby who's here. Who is here next? Gabby, you there, my love? So Stan, could you knock your microphone off, fella? That's all right now. That'd be okay. Gabby, can you turn your microphone back on? You there, my love? Brilliant. So, say for me, the verb to guess is deviner. Say for me, you are not going to be able to guess where I am. You are not going to be able to guess where I am. So what's your going to? Yeah. Be able to? That was muscle memory. Devenir is to become, deviner where I am. Lovely, could you put it together? Tu ne vas pas, ou tu ne vas jamais pouvoir devenir. So you're never going to guess where I am. Good. We are maintaining, safely, we are maintaining the distance. I'm in the corner, he's on the other side of the kitchen. So say, we are maintaining the distance. Careful, here's my verb to maintain. Maintenir. But what's the verb to come, Gabby? Good, I know you like a bit of Stan. Lovely, what's I come, je viens? Lovely. So if I give you the verb to hold, so if I asked you to hold something that stands, tenir, tiens, okay? Lovely. I will not have students that we find attractive insulted by anyone else. Good. So basically, so tenir, tiens. So what's the verb to maintain? Maintenir. So what do we maintain? On maintient, or nous maintenons, lovely, the distance. La distance. Read it in all one sentence. On maintient la distance. or en un itinéraire distance. Because it's important for our health. Our health, singular, not for, yeah, because I'm riddled with SBIs. No, I'm so not. Oh my God, the chance of you find them. Lovely. I came to see Al after seeing the horses. I am doing both actions in this. That's what I said. I came to see. To see Al. Now, notice, the verb venir de would make it I've just seen Al. Je viens de voir Al. Je suis venu voir. Venir, like aller, can go up to, you'll notice what I started you with, double infinitives. I came to see Al. Je suis venu voir Al. I don't need to say je suis venu de. I don't need a preposition after that. Off you go. I've come to see Al. I can't hear you, Gabby.
Sorry, I'm just saying why I keep seeing the repetition.
Gabby, it's not ridiculous because the same verb is used with prepositions like je viens de, but it's just not if it's just going for another verb. Yeah? Up you go. Up you go. So I can. Yeah. Lovely. Je suis venu voir Al. Okay. L'anglais, je suis venu voir Al. Could you say I've come to see him? I've come to see him. So, what pronoun am I now going to use? What pronoun? Gabby, you've just given me je suis venu voir Al. What is the last infinitive in the sentence je suis venu voir Al? What's the last infinitive? Gabby, je suis venu voir Al. What's the last infinitive? Ah. So when we stack infinitives, that means when we have loads of infinitives going on, yeah, if we put a pronoun to go in, it's going to go before the last infinitive. So just say for me, I do. Just say I do. I can't hear you by the microphone. I do. Good. I do it. Good. Good. I'm going to do. I'm going to do. Good job. I'm going to do it. Good job. So smartly, you know that the pronoun has changed location because it's an infinitive. Now, there are endless situations in language where you need to stack multiple infinitives. I'm going to be able to do it. Yeah? I'm going to be able to do it. So could you say to me, could you just give me, I'm going to be able to do, that would do for now, I'm going to be able to do. What's the verb to be able to? Slap your own arse. Say for me, I'm going. Je vais. If you're not Gabby, can you turn your microphone on? Could you say to me, I'm going to do? Je vais. Sorry, can you say to me, I'm going to be able to? Je vais. And what's the verb to do? What's the verb to do? The infinitive. Now put them together. I'm going to be able to do. And again. So adult conversation often uses several infinitives. I'm going to have to try to do. Do you understand? We use multiple verbs. You only have to conjugate the first one. Side note, those of you that are watching, if you did this, don't forget that the verbs that you're popping. So this is a combination of things called modal verbs like want and can. I'm going to want to do. Je vais vouloir faire. I'm going to be able to. Je vais pouvoir faire. Notice, I'm going to try to continue to do it. Je vais essayer de continuer à le faire. So there's a couple of things you guys need to know about this. This is called stacking infinitives, and it's a really good thing to get used to do. You only need to conjugate the first tense. And it could be any tense. I was going to be able to do it, but whatever, I then changed my mind. The fact is, point number one, you only conjugate verb number one, and that could go in any conjugation. Point number two, you will pop the infinitive before I repeat the last. So you'll pop the pronoun before the last infinitive. Watch. Je le fais. Je vais le faire. Je vais pouvoir le faire. Je vais essayer de continuer à le faire. Je vais chercher, je vais Je vais vouloir le faire. So in other words, the last pronoun. So how do you say I speak? I speak to him. I speak to him. Good, I want a WhatsApp photograph of it. Something the shape of my hand slapped on your ass and you can WhatsApp me that shape. Good. Say for me, I'm going to speak. At full speed, give me I'm going to speak to him. Good job. So that's musically familiar for you. Musically, like I was saying to the lovely Stan, you've got to get used to the voice of that. You don't need that. Now can you add, say, could you say, I'm going to want to speak? Without the pronoun, I'm going to want to speak. You're going to do. Good job. So we have multiple infinitives. Can you now say it at speed, like you're not on the quail? Off you go. Lovely, lovely speed, Mrs. Lovely. Can you now pop the pronoun that we're dealing with is really. Could you now pop really before the last infinitive? I'm going to want to speak to him. Off you go. I'm going to want to speak to him. Take one for yourself and make sure it's all smooth. This is finished. Oh, do you know what? I've tried to be able to do it with stacking verbs. I've tried to be able to do it. Notice if you're stacking infinitives in French that sometimes some of them need a de, some of them need an a. Alors, par exemple, j'ai essayé de. You know, essayer takes a de. Ah, j'ai essayé de tout voir. Lovely. Some verbs, so stack them. Stack them. Okay, good, Gabby. Keep going. So, Al has a beautiful kitchen. Al has a beautiful kitchen. Lovely. I have made it more beautiful with my gift because I brought some roses. No, they were for Charmaine, they weren't for Al. So basically, I have made it more beautiful. Gabby, in making your kitchen beautiful, listen to Auntie Lucy, in making the kitchen beautiful, are we making something do a verb or are we making something an adjective? And beautiful, is beautiful an adjective or a verb? It isn't an. Great. So if I'm making something an adjective, do I use fair or do I use wrong? Do I use fair or do I use wrong? Which one do I use? That's it. So I have made it using the verb rendre. I can't hear you, we can't hear you. Good job, more beautiful. Because I bought some roses. Des roses. Could you now say, I brought some roses? You know I'm allergic to them, don't you? My very good friend, who I care about deeply, he's just brought me some custard creams. I'm chronically allergic to gluten. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. But how sweet is it? He's doing that. Love it. So could you now say, could you say, I bought some? Good. What verb do we use beginning with an O, but is the present given word in French? J'ai offert. Yeah. J'ai offert. J'ai offert. J'ai offert. So guys, yeah, so offered is like, do you want this? Nah, I'm all right. But in French, it's the verb for giving presents. Yeah, okay. Je l'ai offert, okay. Je les ai offertes. Feminine because roses are feminine. Good, okay. I chose yellow roses because it's the color of friendship. I chose yellow roses because it's the color of friendship. It was nothing to do with the fact that that's what was in the color. Okay. I chose yellow roses. I chose yellow roses because they're the color of friendship. Jaune. Guys, everybody, if your microphone is off, you can do this. If your microphone is not off, please don't say it. Can you also say the word for people? Jean. Could you now say to me the word for young people? Jeune. Could you now say to me the word yellow? Jaune. Yeah? Jeune, jaune, jaune. Okay, different vowels. Okay, good. So lovely. Because it's the color of friendship. L'amitié. L'amitié. Okay. I was speaking 2 hours girlfriend about our holidays in France? Now, our sadly has a girlfriend, and this therefore means she's feminine. So this means la copine, not le copine, which would be a bit of a translate. Now, then also, if it were a and le, what do a and le become? What do a and le become? That's right. So if it were a and le, it wouldn't be a le anyway. The only time you can say a and le in French is if the le is a pronoun. What that means is it doesn't mean the word le. So for example, I continue to do, je continue à le faire. The le is not going to be, the le is not going to change there because it is it's the pronoun, it's the le. Right. Lovely. C'est les couleurs de l'amitié. Alors, je parlais à la copine de mon ami 1 about our holidays in France. Yeah? De, tout simplement, à propos de, au sujet de our holidays in France. Holidays is plural. Our holidays is plural. Plural. Good. We are going to go there together. Good. But we are waiting. Attendre, gather using my methods. Guys, people watching that don't know these methods, could you please email me? The information is on my page. I'll send you the podcast. But basically, the videos, my verbs, what we call them, A verbs and soft. Good. Gather. If we are saying on, are we going to use a soft or a hard? I'll repeat my question. If we are using on, you greedy cow, you want both. If we're using on, do we want a soft or a hard? In other words, the on uses the same verbs as he and she, does it not? Yeah? So is he hard, Gabby, or is he soft? Thank you. Single person soft, plural person hard. Yeah, we're going to have to get him started. So the fact is, if we say attendre, how do you say he's waiting? Il attend. Lovely, right? Il attend. So how do you say we're waiting? On attend. That's it. It's perfectly great, people, that your mouth is comfortable saying on attend. Where would that go? Subjunctive. I'm happy we're waiting for, alors moi je suis content qu'on attende, lovely. So we're waiting for on attend. Now what is my word for until when I'm talking about a person? Until. Yeah, you said it, just. Good. But if I've got a person, I need jusqu'à a little bit more. What's the word for until? So if I said, I'm going to wait until Luke leaves, and then I'm going to eat all the custard cream. What's until and then a person? Jusqu'à ce que. Yeah? So it's very, 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 very. Harry, you've missed the point. The point is, I cannot eat this. I'm chronically allergic. And your man Al has a yeah. So what I'm saying is, say for me until midnight, jusqu'à minuit. Say for me until the 3rd, jusqu'au 3. So that's Jusqu apostrophe AU because I'm talking about dates. Say for me until midnight, jusqu'à minuit. Now, until and then a dude doing something is jusqu'à ce que, then the person doing it. So say for me, I'm going to, and plus the subjunctive. Okay? So say for me, jusqu'à ce que I'll pass. Jusqu'à ce que I'll pass. So in other words, great. All right, so off you go. Jusqu'à ce que, whatever. So subjunctive for a person. Okay, subjunctive for person, jusqu'à ce que, rather than subjunctive for non until for person, jusqu'à ce que. All right, good. Anthony is watching online. Anthony needs to come in the thing. Good, Gabby, well done. The next person that turned up, Troy turned up a bit late. He was Harry. Harry is next. Harry, are you there? So Gabby, turn your microphone off. Harry, are you there? Good, Harry, off you go. Lovely. Today, no, off you go. So today, translate. You're going to translate for me. I'm going to speak in English, you're going to translate. Oh, wrong moment for it. It isn't remotely, you cheeky fuck. I'm in a completely 4G, brilliant place. It's yours, and I've just worked with Gabby, and I've just worked with somebody else. So don't you be a bloody millennial again and try and blame it on other people. Sort your own internet out. I'll come back to you when you've learned some manners. Good. Who have we got next? Audra. Are you going to learn some manners? Are you going to be a millennial that blames people? Good, great. You millennials are doing my fucking head in. Right, off you go. So Harry, off you go. So today, aujourd'hui. Lovely. Harry's internet is shit. Off you go. L'internet, the apple is there now. Okay, lovely. Now. There's different nasals. How do we say? Now, one of the tricks, I've got a video on reading. So if you struggle with reading words, email me and I'll send it you this. But basically, internet is a word which starts with an IN. How do you say the word IN? How do you say wine? What's the word for wine in French? Lovely. So close your eyes, maintain the same vowel, or could you now please say the word internet? Good man. Don't do what Stan was doing. Don't stress the vowel, just say it normally. L'internet. No, don't stop. Look again. Stop. Give me a joined up product. L'internet. Okay? Lovely. So how is internet? L'internet d'arrêt is shit. How do you say shit? Non, est merdique ou de la merde. Okay, good. Okay. But because he's young, no, I'm not yellow, il est jeune. Yeah, and parce que links to a vowel. What's que plus in? What's that going to mean? Nice, parce qu'il, lovely. Nice vowel with the in, I like that. Parce qu'il est jeune, okay, lovely. He said it was my fault. He said is an action. He said it was my fault. Excuse me. Don't overtalk me, I'll whoop your ass. Say for me, he said. It's in the past, it's an action, it's got an auxiliary. Actions, you have one shot to get it right. If you messed it up, you have to let me teach you. Up we go, he said, go. No. Or series for actions. He said, action. That's better. Are we happy that ED is comfortable in your mouth? Yes. Great. Is it what I want now? Not in the moment. So up he said this, and he said, lovely, that it is my fault. Feminine. He said de ma faute, okay, lovely. But another action taking place, I said to him, so don't put it together. No, pronouns, young man, pronouns. Pronouns go before the verbs. So you've got JD, I need you to stick Louis in there somewhere. No, could you be subjunctive dire? No. Don't be too sensitive about the word. Cut is just a relative pronoun sound. Don't think that cut automatically goes into the subjunctive. Just because there's a cut there, it doesn't mean subjunctive. It means to be want, a need, a doubt, a fear, an emotional, an impersonal. It's great that you're aware of it, but don't be too sensitive. So, alors moi, je lui ai dit, say to me, I said to him, je lui ai dit. Good, say this to me, Harry. Say to me, bits before verbs. Bits meaning pronouns. Say to me, bits before verbs. All the little shitty words will go before the verbs. Say to me, bits before verbs. Part 2 of this marvelous classic, bits before verbs and less before an infinitive. And as Gabby saw, it will be the last infinitive. So could you please say to me bits before verbs and less than infinitive? Say to me 5 times as fast as you can go. Good. Good. I do like an obedient young man. Now, the fact is, if we say JD, how many verbs have we got in the expression JD? No, I'll repeat the question. How many verbs have we got in the expression JD? And if bits are going before verbs, JD, it is prized open your je and your a back into being separate words. Do you understand? Okay, so I said to him, yada, 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 whatever, moving on. Okay, good. Anthony is watching this video. Video is coming. Anthony is watching this video. Again. Lovely, nice accent, and I love the fact that you didn't put the bloody verb to be in the thing. Okay. Could you say to me, Anthony's watching it? Anthony's watching it. Video is feminine. Forget Anthony's watching it. Bits before verbs. I told you it was feminine. Lovely, but I love how the lahu. I love the lahu. That was very good, right? That was good, right? Good. Because he doesn't like Zoom. Okay, go because he doesn't like Zoom. What is your theme this week? What is Auntie Lucy trying to get you to do? Don't freaking stop on a cup. Yeah? Cuh. So because he doesn't like Zoom, if you go past you. Good. Let me quickly talk to you guys about a cuh. This goes for all of you. All of you love cuh because do you know what cuh is? It's a break, it's a Snickers, it's a cigarette, it's a little repause. Alors moi, je pense que that's the only time that you can take a pause. If you're intellectually thinking, what am I actually going to say? So, for example, alors moi, je pense que that's fine. But alors moi, I like Luke because he's mad. You know? Alors moi, j'aime Luke, je l'aime bien parce qu'il est fou. You don't stop a sentence on the cuh. All the expressions over there, cuh or sucker, as we did with, Stan that knows quite a lot of grammar. You know, don't stop on a cuh. Mainly because it's going to join, and also because you're halfway through a sentence. And it's basically a lazy. It's you guys going, oh, I've just done one verbal clause, I'm having a little rest before I move on to the next one. We're not going to speak like that. J'adore ce que tu as fait, I love what you're doing. Oh, alors moi je suis trop content qu'il soit venu, I'm really happy he's come. We're not going to stop until we got to the end of the sentence. So in other words, don't stop on the cup, right? So good, keep going. Good. So say to me, he's afraid of Zoom. He's afraid of Zoom. Pause. What trick am I trying to teach Gabby? No, Stan. How do you say I'm afraid? Pause. How do you say I need? Sorry, how do you say I need? Good man. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that's another high vowel, low vowel, like I'm going to get Stan to do. J'ai besoin. That's good. How do you say I'm afraid? J'ai peur. Here you go. Email me and ask for the dictionary infinitives video. Just say dictionary infinitives video, all right? Lovely. So if you've got j'ai peur, what verb is in the middle of j'ai peur? Yeah, and what verb is that from? Good man. So how do you say who's? Good point. So how do you say who's afraid? If I were to go into the perfect, how would I say who was afraid? Keeping the same verb. What verb have you just told me you've used in j'ai peur and il a peur? What verb is in the middle? Avoir. Stick avoir in the perfect. Pause. Harry, pause. What verb? Imperfect verbs, what sound do they end in? They end in an A. They end in an A. You just copy it. What sound do imperfect verbs end in? They end in an A sound, don't they? So what's the was tense of avoir? It is avait. Good man. So say to me, he was afraid. Il avait. Good man. Good. 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 Lovely. So your buzz things to practice this week are compounds, conjunction, infinitives, which you're going to listen to, and joining up stuff with that. Good. Do I have a Yuri? Because he messaged me privately. Is Yuri there at all? Yuri Shafir. Lovely, or Shafir? Yuri, everybody else, can you turn off your message, and Yuri, can you say hello? Good man, it's lovely to see you. Right, Yuri, remind me your level. What's your level? Well, you've already got beautiful English, which presumably is a second language, so that's already impressive. Teach Gavin, will you? Right, off you go. Oh, she's full of foreign tongue. Right, off you go. So say to me, my name's Yuri, and I like watching Luke's videos. Lovely, I'd like you to go again, and I'd like you to go as fast as you can by keeping your mouth closed, and I want you to vibrate. Oui, je m'appelle Yuri, j'aime bien les vidéos de Luke. Keep your mouth closed. Look at me. Hi, my teeth are really red from red wine. Hi, my name's Luke, and I'm talking, and one of the reasons I keep this ridiculous excuse for beard is so that you can see that in English, when I talk, I use my consonants. Yeah? Hi, okay? English is a very consonant language, okay? Dip, wow, up, okay? French is a consonant language. So, ok, alors effectivement, alors moi je m'appelle Luc, tu vois, alors mon ami Al, il est là, tu vois, il a un bon niveau de français, c'est mec, je montre, enfin, tu vois, je l'aime quand même faire. You don't need to open your mouth in French as much, all right? So could you go again and could you practice with your mouth closed? Now, the reason I'm doing this here is your accent in French already very good? Yes. Is it already quite cute? Yes, it's nice to have a Slavic sound in French, it is. The fact is, if you don't get used to going at that speed and joining shit up, your listening won't be that good, all right? So, and the rest of them, close your mouth for me. Just say exactly the same sentence, but close your mouth a little bit. Okay? Lovely. Now, what I liked about that was that you went fast, but you still kept the humanity. Because what we often go, I mean, I'm fully cyborg, so I struggle to be, with my adamantium implants, it's really difficult to be human. But the fact is, you've got to be human as well as quick. You can't just be, alors, moi, je m'appelle Luc, so good. Okay, good. Okay. I contacted Luke during the week so that I can do the class. I contacted Luke during the week so that I can do the class. Now, afin de, or pour plus infinitive, is fine. But notice I gave you a modal verb as I was talking about with Gabby. Afin de pouvoir faire le cours. Yeah? Don't be afraid to stack infinitives, you guys, all right? Okay? Say for me, Luke contacted me so that. Luke contacted me. You don't need Russian in this chat room. Luke contacted me so that I can do the class. Let's just change it up. How would you say Luke contacted me so that I can do the class? Good, thank you for saying that. So can I basically, guys, if someone's talking, with all due respect, can you just focus on what the person's doing? Can you not use the chat room as a thing? Because it just keeps coming up and it just keeps distracting people. I really love that you guys are getting a bit of the community. Don't think I'm being an asshole, but Yuri's working. And every time that happens, there's a flash going up. So just guys, honestly, talk afterwards, by all means. Join the WhatsApp group, but just when I'm working with Yuri, please. Right, so what I'm saying is, if you want to say so that, now that could be pour que or afin que plus a person plus a subjunctive. And this is when you change character. So I'm seeing my friend Al so that, whatever, I can see his kids. Alors, je vois mon ami pour pouvoir voir ses amis. Okay? I'm seeing my friend Al so that he can tell me how his week is. Alors, moi, je vois mon ami Al pour qu'il puisse. If you go to a different person, it'll be pour que or afin que plus person plus subjunctive. All right, so say for me, Luke contacted me so that I can watch his videos. Off you go. Luke contacted me so that I can watch his videos. Lovely. Regardez more than voir, but the point is, pour que is much more common than afin que. Afin que is kind of, afin que is a lot heavier, but fine. Afin que, pour que, lovely. It's just, if there's a change in person, the same thing, guys, happens with the word before. So how would you say or after? So how would you please say for me, after watching Luke's video, I ate pizza. How would you say, after watching Luke's video, I ate a pizza? Lovely. How would you say, after Luke finished his class, I did a video? Different people now. After Luke finished his class, I ate a pizza. Different person. After Luke finished, I ate a pizza. No, you email me and you say, Luke, can you send me the video and after? Après que plus indicative. Many French people amongst us say après que plus subjunctive. It's wrong, c'est faux, c'est pas du bon français, c'est faux, c'est pas correct. Avant que plus subjunctive. Also, for those amongst us who like the grammar, yeah, so parmi nous qui aiment bien la grammaire, we have avant que plus ne plus subjunctive. So before I do it, avant que je ne le fasse, avant que je ne le fasse. But the no there is you can get away with not doing it. So yeah, good. Same thing, right? Same with infinitive. I'm happy. Could you say to me, I'm happy Luke is my teacher? I could go, I'm happy Luke is my teacher. Good. You take him on for the grammar. Do you know? Je suis content que Luke soit mon prof. Off you go. That's it. And your humanity came back in. Lovely. As opposed to, I'm happy to be here. Imagine it's me speaking, I'm happy to be your teacher. How do you say I'm happy to be your teacher? Pastor? Lovely. Humanity helps you out, doesn't it? Good. When you use humanity, okay, you're a very good mimic. You're a very good mimic. When you use humanity, you access French that you've heard. Good. Good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. I remember yesterday, I remembered that Luke was going to teach tomorrow. So yesterday, I remembered that Luke was going to teach today. Yesterday, I remembered that Luke was going to teach today. Luke was going. Pause. Was going in perfect tense. That's it. All right? Great, great. I remembered it. Action. I remembered it. I remembered it. I remembered it. Yuri. You've got a perfectly nice face. There's no reason to turn to the side. Unless there's a naked somebody in the room, I don't want this. That means you're visualizing the sentence. It's not cool. Keep your eyes on me. I know I'm hideous, but could you please say to me, I remember it? Pause. So you previously gave me the je me souvenais. Remember, it's not souvenir, okay? But if I remembered it, that is an action taking place. As I said to Miss Gabby, okay, actions need auxiliaries. So I need a tense of je me souvenais that's got an auxiliary. What is now, in English, and you would understand this more than anybody because you've learned English as a second language. English will say, I remember, and I remember between both people and stuff. Okay. Oh, that's because of me. They don't bother me, but because of my nose. Oh, no, they're fine. Yeah, fine. Don't worry about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so basically, if I say I remember, right? Are you worried about me in the nose? Oh my God, that's no problem at all. Relax. Yeah, my God. I'm feeling excited, yeah. So basically, if you said, I remember, I wanted action. So in other words, if you said to me, Yuri, I got washed, how do you say I got washed? Lovely. So how would you say I remember as an action? Look, good man. Could you now say to me, I remembered it? What is the word for it? The verb where we have a done. Very simple answer. Your original was je me suis souvenu. So what is it? Go. Good. So you basically would do very well to do this. Again, tell me what's happening making both ways. Point number 2. You're going to do this. Je me suis, tu t'es, il s'est, il nous semble, vous êtes, ils se sont, je m'étais, tu t'étais, il s'est, il nous étions, vous êtes. So you're going to run through all the conjugations of the je, the moi, and the, you know, so in other words, in order reflexive, honestly, man, just practice it, it's cool, it's absolutely no problem. Honestly, it's so no problem, it's just stressful. So in other words, and I don't want you to practice it with the on. Je m'en suis, tu connais, ils s'en est, ils ensemble, vous en êtes, ils sont ensemble. Je m'étais, tu t'étais. Je m'en étais, tu t'en étais. I don't even do the same thing for you. When you tell me, if I had a verb which is called, if I had a verb s'habituer à, s'habituer à, what pronoun, sorry, what preposition is coming at the end of that expression? Well done. If we got rid of the a and the no, I got used to Al seems to think his kids are really loud. Oh my gosh, they're completely quiet. So I got used to Al's kids. Je me suis habitué aux enfants. Don't worry, je me suis habitué. I got used to the noise. We don't really say je me suis habitué about people. Je m'y suis habitué. So again, we go, je me suis, tu t'es, il sait, nous nous sommes, vous êtes, ils se sont. Je me suis, tu t'y es, il s'y est, nous y sommes, vous y, or on s'y est. Yeah? In all the tenses. Yeah? All right? Good. You're a very good grammatician, you, a very good grammatician, but you've got to think you're only as good as the French you practice in your life. You're only as good as the French you practice in your life. Good, Yuri. It's lovely to have you in the class. Doing a couple of things for me. Luke's happy that Luke's happy that I turned up. Now, to turn up is se rendre à. And if I'm saying I turned up, I'm not going to be using a noun, so I'm going to have to be using the pronoun. So in other words, so for anybody watching, let me put this in really basic pitch terms. We don't use le, it's if we've got de or an a. So I eat, je mange. I eat it, je le mange. You can completely say j'en mange. You can completely say j'en mange, but the on in that kind of verb means son or of, it's or whatever. So in other words, what we're looking at is replacing the word with, and if you don't understand what we're doing here, just email me and I'll send you the video. Or ask me the point. So basically, the fact is, what did I just tell you? You use the verb to turn about it. Se rendre à somewhere, right? So what would be the poetry past? You know, what would be the action? Actions need auxiliaries. What would be the passive composite of se rendre à? What would that be? With a je. I turned it. With an E in there as well, because there's the pronoun. You see. Now, how do you say Luke is happy that I turned it? It does indeed. Well done. Lovely, but can you not go swat in the middle of the sentence? Can you say it with me normally? Lovely. Can I remind all of you advanced guys of basic human facts? There are 5 spoken French tenses with an auxiliary, and there are 5 spoken. I mean, I'm including the subjunctive as a tense. It's a mood, get over it, whatever, it's a tense. There are 5 with an auxiliary, there are 5 without. We get the passage. So, for example, he speaks. No, he does. 5 with without an auxiliary. Il fait, il faisait, il fera, il ferait, subjunctive qu'il fasse. Because I made my girl Troy do last week. With an auxiliary. Il a fait, il avait fait, il aura fait, il aura fait, subjunctive qu'il a fait. So whatever compound. So, for example, earlier, Harry was practicing il a peur. So you go, all right, you've got a compound. Now, compounds, no matter how complicated they get, have one very simple rule. Only one verb in the compound will ever be conjugated. And normally it's a real basic bitch verb. So, il a fait, il avait fait, sorry, il a peur, il avait peur, il aura eu peur, il aura eu peur, je suis triste qu'il ait peur, whatever. Yeah? So whatever compound you get, whatever verb you get, practice it in all the 5. 5 with an auxiliary. Yeah, all right? Good. I can't do everybody today. I'm only going to be able to do one more person, okay? Because I'm obviously guests. Next week will be a big 3-hour session. We might even start a little bit sooner. So, but guys, by all means, come next week. It could be a big 3-hour one, but I'm not guests tonight. Let's do one more person. Let's have a look. And who haven't I spoken to before? I've never spoken to Dion D'Souza. Dion, are you there? But really have a second in. Good boy. Right, no one else apart from Dion speak. Everybody off the camera. Dion's my last one today because I've got to go and drink wine with a friend. Right, maintaining social distancing. You see the size of this kitchen is like 2 postcodes. Right, if you're not, Dion, can you not be a dick and can you turn the microphone off, please? Right. Good. Dion, are you there? Right, good. Dion, is that you talking? Are you the guy with the yellow background? Lovely, brilliant. Right, I'll be there. Dion, quick rough estimation of level, where you're at? Okay, lovely, okay. So, off you go. Luke can see the wall behind my head. Luke can see the wall behind my head. Le mur. Le mur. Listen to vowels. Did I say la mur or le mur? That's it, behind my head. Derrière ma tête, no joke. Right? Derrière ma tête. Good. Luke peut voir le mur derrière ma tête. Okay, good. Good. Where do you live now? You live in Kuwait, okay? And how long have you been learning French? No, because I want to give you translation, so just tell me how long you've been learning French. Good, off you go. So can you now say to me, I've been learning French for 4 years? No. Look at me. We've said this one before in the group. This is a big error in the group. Nobody speak unless you're doing. If you are you still learning French? Yes. So when you in French talk about something that you're still doing, you need the present tense. Yeah? If you're talking about French, if you're talking about something you're still doing, you use the present tense. So for example, I have been a French teacher for 15 years, okay? So I'm still a French teacher, very much so. So what that means is in French I say, that makes 15 years that I am a French teacher. Ça fait 15 ans que je suis prof de français. So if you say, I've learned French for 4 years, you say, that makes 4 years. I mean, there's other ways of doing it, but you always respect the present tense. So certainly, ça fait 4 ans, ça fait 4 ans. That literally, you literally saying that makes 4 years. Yes, ça fait 4 ans que j'apprends le français, that I learn. Guys, if you're not Dion, can you turn your microphone on? I've made that really clear. Can you mute your microphone? All right? Lovely. Oh, who's that? Okay, good. Well, if it doesn't go off, I'll turn it off myself. But I don't want to be like, I don't want to be heavy-handed. Right. So in other words, so could you please say to me, I don't smoke, but just imagine I smoked. Could you please say to me, I've been smoking for 10 years. So in other words, in this hypothetical situation, I would have been smoking for 10 years and I would still be smoking. So it's going to start with Safi. So how would you say I've been smoking for 10 years? You'd say Safi. Good, present tense, lovely. Ça fait 10 ans que je filme. Notice this little trick is a little clever because it can work as a question, it can work as an answer, and it can work as a free statement. Ça fait 10 ans que je filme. I've smoked for 10 years, and therefore, okay, lovely. If someone said to you, how long have you smoked? Oh oui, ça fait 10 ans que je filme. I've smoked for 10 years. Or, just as a question, ça fait combien de temps? So, ça fait-il combien de temps que tu fumes? All right? So lovely. Okay. I want to learn French because I want to learn French because I think it's a beautiful language. I want to learn French because I think it's a beautiful language. No, it's gorgeous. You've got a lovely accent, keep going, Ella. Carry on. Because it's a beautiful language, what's in there? What the language? No. Lovely. Yes, but I didn't ask for the language. I said it's a beautiful language. Okay? Right, good. So a couple of things. You said je veux, and then you corrected yourself. So guys, notice, if you are reasonably well spoken, and I don't think it's incorrect, but if you are really, really quite consonant heavy, okay, if you're quite consonant heavy, then you really need to focus on the vowels. So je veux versus je vois versus je vais. So in other words, a little exercise for you, Dion. What's the vowel in je veux? What's the vowel in veux on its own? What's the vowel on its own? Good. What's the vowel in voix on its own? Dion, it's not written on your wall. It's not written on your wall. Look at me. Voix. Voix. What's the vowel on its own? Guys, if you're not Dion, can you shut up or I'll turn off the microphone? I don't know how heavy this guy's going. Je vois, what's the vowel in voix? No? Voix. Good. Je vais. What's the vowel in vais? That's it. So you need to tune your ears into the vowel more than the consonants. And you're a naturally very consonanty speaking English, which is no bad thing, all right? So, good. So in other words, that was point number one. So now, what's the verb to learn? What's the infinitive of the verb to learn? Learn. Now, at speed, you say apprenez, it's apprenez, but the fact is this. Manger style verbs, a verbs, the rule form is indeed the same as the infinitive. So, Dion, what's the verb to touch? So what, don't start with toucher, say toucher. What's the rule form? Vous touchez. Do you acknowledge it's the same thing? So basically, apprenez is indeed the rule form, vous apprenez. But that makes your brain think, oh, that's the verb, apprenez. Be careful. Finissez is vous finissez. It doesn't mean the verb to finish is finissez. So in other words, it's just be mindful of the fact that some verbs will have an A format, obviously, but that doesn't mean that's the verb. Good. Lovely, next thing. Let's talk about say. Say for me, it's a beautiful language. C'est une belle langue. The word say, yeah, C apostrophe EST, the word say, will always be followed by a masculine if it's on its own as an adjective. So c'est beau. La langue française, elle est belle. That's fine, because you're talking about language. La langue française, exclusively, oh, c'est beau. That's fine, but if you use say to be masculine, you say la langue est belle, something like that, which is nicely going around the problem. Good, okay? Off you go. I want to improve my French. I want to improve my French. Lovely, nice accent. I will improve it. So look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. You don't like sound. You need to do do vocale. Améliorer. L'améliorer. You need to realize. Okay, say for me, just say for me any sentence in English. Just say for me a sentence in English. You want a cat? Make it a slightly longer cat. One sentences, we just use the vowels. Tu as besoin de le faire. It's a really good exercise for all of you. Souris, oui, château, ao, elle. It forces your ear to hear the vowel. Whereas you're very much which is cute. Yeah, it's cute, but we need you to be, in other words, that's what's going to help you get stuff together. And it won't all blur up. So you need to heavily do that, all right? So you really need to start listening to the vowels of words. Be more interested when you speak in the vowel in the middle of the word. So I always call this Dover calendar. Here's Dover, here's calendar. So for example, I say the consonant very briefly at the beginning and then I travel on the and I go on the way first. Good. All right, good. So you need to practice the vowels, okay? You absolutely find your memory will go through the roof. Once you've got vowels, well, we speak quite quickly, which is good, but can you basically just link all the words together? So, for example, oui, je vais améliorer mon français. That's what's going to allow you to link it all up, because je vais améliorer mon français. I'm not saying that you go, je vais améliorer mon français. When you go quickly, but you just focus on the vowels. Je vais améliorer mon français. You're not like, jump up and then you get mon français. If oui, je vais vous parler avec un accent, je vais vous si je vais parler, if I did like a really bad British accent in French, do you see how consonants can just rule it? Oui, je m'appelle Luc, je vais vous parler avec un accent français, comme si je suis pas français. You know, and if I don't say, oui, alors moi je m'appelle Luc, je suis français, can you see how vowels kick in? Yeah, so you just need to accept that you've got a lovely voice in English, that's great, but you cannot have the same machinery for French. You cannot have the same machinery for French. I know that you're clearly a bright guy. Bright is great, but I don't need to be looking like this all the time. If I shout it out, I just did a lesson with a guy I teach called, which guy, who did this recently? Jason did this recently, Barbara, I don't know if you did this recently, and Ryan did this recently. This week. And I basically did all, whatever, got to a level, and I said, right, now listen to me. I'm going to say something, and I made them listen, and they couldn't, and they go, no, I know the words, but if you are speaking, and you are partially visualizing the words, that's great. Until someone speaks to you, and then you can't visualize those words, and you are lost. Make the cognate work for you as sound. If you don't learn a piece of vocabulary, focus on the vowels. Saucisse, saucisse, chateau, cousin, don, mule, maison. Focus on the vowels. And then when someone says that word to you, make sure you picture the image. Don't be visualizing it, because no one's going to be holding up letters to you. Good. Guys, I need to go tonight. I'm really sorry. Next week could be a massive 3 hour, 4 hour. I'm more than happy to do 4 hours. It'll be a massive session next week. By all means, everybody will get a moment, but I'm on a shorter timetable this week. I hope it's been useful. We've covered some good stuff generally for everybody. If you're interested, yeah, so if you've watched, Stan, if you're still listening, email me. Anybody else that I've talked tonight, email me and say, I'll obviously know who you are, and I'll tell you the video that you need. All right? Loads of love, guys. Guys, I love that you will get on, but we don't fucking mock anybody in this fucking group. All right? We don't, okay? We don't do that. And if that happens again, I will fucking come and find you, okay? Seriously, we do not mock people in this fucking group, particularly when the dude in question looks cool. I could care it. I wouldn't mind if they were afflicted. Do you know what I mean? All right then. Loads and loads of love. I love having you all here, but behave, bitches. All right, loads of love. Take care. If you found this useful and you want the podcast, please email me or I'll shift you off the podcast as soon as possible. All right, guys, take care. Yeah, sure. Well, that in itself is a joke. All right, take care. Loads of love. So, bye, Gabby. Loads of love. Guys, if you're just watching on here, same as normal. If you watch this back, the podcasts are available, and I will see you guys next week. Loads of love.